Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to Dutchman Watches Mahjong Soul. Tonight we're going to be doing things a little bit differently. Um, First off, let's introduce our players. We are looking at Connie Miso Moan. We'll just call him Connie, or maybe even Crabman. Kokosai, Kaide-sama, Love something something. Bunch of very easy names to read and pronounce. The thing we're going to be doing differently, I'm going to focus from the dealer's perspective, and we're just going to analyze their draws and discards, kind of like we are playing our own game, but from a different person's perspective. It might be very similar to the regular streams, which is why I was considering maybe not doing that, but I think it's worth it to mix it up. And I also think that with the other format, where I just watch the game and kind of say what's going on, we get through everyone's hand, and then someone goes Ricci, they win the game. And it's like, oh, that was not very interesting at all. So we're going to focus from the dealer's perspective. This is Connie, Crabman. They've got fives, a pair of fives in the dots, a pawn of sevens, and 8, which gives them some double-sided options. 1-2 with the 1 being a Dora, 4-5 and a 7-8 all in the bamboo, and then leftover dragon. So they've already discarded a west, a 1, and a 1 of dots. The idea is they're just playing efficient right now. They kept the 8 over the red dragon because the red dragon is an honor. There's only one of them. Not one of the dragons, but one in their hand. The Dora 1 came out. The 3 came out. The 6 makes this 3-sided. They drop the 8. So they're probably looking to make the 5s a pair, the 7's a pawn. They'd love to see the 3, but if they pick up the 9 of bamboo, then the 8 will come out. And they'll have the 8-suit chance. Pawn to the right looks like Tanyao. Connie's not going to be afraid of dropping a north against it. Cross away is also Tanyao. A 4 and the 5, so they can drop the 5, taking a double-sided 3-6 weight. They drop the 8, keeping that idea in mind. They can still pick up the 6 of the 3, dropping the 5. They can drop the 7. They can drop the 1-2 in the bamboo, but ooh, that's gonna change things. I bet the 2 comes out. 2 bamboo. Ah, the 4. That's an interesting idea. So they still keep the option for the 3 open, even though there's 2 3s out there. The 5s are pretty much locked in as the pair. The 8 was thrown away, so the 9 is now useless. There's the last 3, so I really hope we see this 2 bamboo come out. It's just not going to do nothing for us. Oh, I don't know about that one. I'm sure they've got something in mind, but like, now what? Two comes out. It should have come out much sooner. I think the 9 would have been a very safe discard later in the game. To the left, we're seeing a full half flush. Maybe that's why the 2 was so scary. Player to the right has found Tempai for 5s and 8s in the bamboo. That's why we see those lit up. Not for the 2, though. There comes the 5, there's the Roan. Kokusai takes it with Tanya Dora 1. Big whoop. But that will take Connie's dealership away. Move over to Kokusai. Got a 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, and a 6, 7. We know they like to play fast, efficient Tanya, so I would bet that they're gonna go Ricci here. Will they drop the Dora? No, they dropped the 3 off the 4, 5, 6. So they're still keeping options here for a 6, 9. And maybe the 7 will come out if they find Tempai quickly. Otherwise, they're looking to find a pair elsewhere. And the 3, 6, in my opinion, would have been a great place for it. Maybe even keep the 4, 7, drop the 8 right away. Depends on how badly you want this Dora in your hand. The 7 comes out, so they've taken the... What? The 7? No. That's all wrong. You have your pair here. You should have dropped this 7. Now with that, then you go Tempai. Go Ricci with the Dora. If you're gonna throw the Dora away, at least get Ricci out of it, right? But anyways, fast Tempai. We called it from the start. They're looking for 3, 6 in the dots. Ricci, Dora, 1. With a chance at Ura. We see 2 6s across the way. We see a 3 to the right. Love is calling hard and fast. Kaede also calling. These players are going to run out of save tiles very soon. But it looks like Love is actually Tempai for 3, 6. The exact same weight as Kokusai. If anyone drops it, it's going to be double roam. Kaede, maybe gonna rotate the 9 out. Yep. Tanya, or 9s are pretty safe against Tanya hands. East comes out, 8 comes out. 2 of dots will cement that 3 of dots in place. Kaede will not get roamed today. Uh-oh. Kanye's got a second 3. Are they gonna make that their pair, drop the 2? Are they gonna drop the 2 bamboo? The 5? They're thinking real hard. They dropped the 2 bamboo. That might have saved them the game. Uh-oh, Kaide's drawn a second 3 as well. So all the 3s are accounted for. There's 1 6 left. But we might see one of the 3s come out. Nope. Kaede has sniffed this one out. Got his feelers open. He knows it's a 3 6. He's dropping his 8s instead. Love can change, but if they do, they're gonna get screwed. They hold steady. Here comes a 6 for Connie. They now have to decide what their pair is gonna be. The 2 comes out. The 3s are the pair. The 6, 7 is viable in their hand. Alright, relax a bit. Lo-fi, not hi-fi. So Love drew the 4 and switched. And got roamed for it. They drew the 4 of dots and thought the 4 was dangerous? I don't know. Maybe they felt because they hadn't seen the 3 6 yet that they had like a dead weight. And they wanted to switch to the 4 7 instead. It did. It was the wrong choice. Anyways, Kokusai has a pair of 2s which are Dora. Fucking absolutely, why not? Opponent of 3s, a red 5 in the characters. 5 6 6 7 in the dots. And also a 3 of dots. So they might pick up the 4 and drop the 6. But I think it'd be more likely they use both sides of this, looking for an Ipeiko. They have an East and a green, neither of which do anything for them. Well, East is double East, but they only had 1. They picked up a 6 on their 5, the red 5, so they now have a 4 7 weight in the characters. The 2s are going to be the pair. They have a double-sided weight now in the dots. This 3 is the easiest discard of the life. Looking at 4 7 in the dots, looking for a 4 7 in the characters. It's even Tanya. You can open on this hand. 8 does nothing, throw it right back. Get rid of it, yeah. Although maybe you could have dropped the 3 of characters first. The 8 would be slightly safer later. I meant 3 of dots, sorry. Put up 3 of dots first, keep the 8 of characters for, like, your second discard. It's a little bit more towards the edge. You can see the 5 across the way. Nobody's really dropping dots yet, so I would be getting nervous about 3. 3 of dots. Coco has made no progress. Here's the 4, finally. Drop the 3, go Richie. Absolutely. 4, 7 in the dots. This is Tanya. Just Tanya. Dora, 1, 2, 3, 4. Tanya, Dora, 4 with no Ura. Richie, Tanya, Dora, 4. Sorry, this is a Hanemon. Dealer Hanemon starts at 16? Boy, this is embarrassing. This 12, 16, 24, right? Richie from the left, using our God vision, we can see it's only the 3 of characters, and they are screwed. All 3 of them. Well, 3 of them are in Coco's hand. 1 is to the right with Kaide. We probably will not see that tile come out. Their hand is looking good for some kind of half flush, full flush BS. Speaking of that, though, 4s and 7s. Kaide has a 4, there's 2 4s and the 7 to the left. 2 7s across the way. Looks like Love is looking for Toy Toy. Oh, Kaide's gonna drop the 4 right here. Those characters look so good. Instant Roan. Reach Tanya, Dora 4. Plus an Ura makes it 7. 18k. God dang it. So bad at this. Dealer Hane, 18k. 12, 18, 24. 32, 48. Alright, Coco. On dealer turn number 3. 1, 2, 3 in the characters of the lonely 8. 3, 5 in the dots. 2, 3, 3, 6, 8, 8 in the bamboo. And a green dragon. Their first useful draw was a 1 of characters. So they might make this their pair, end up on a 1-4 weight, which is not the best, but it is a weight regardless. Ultimately, they can also discard the 1 eventually, whenever they feel like they need to, and just make this a 1, 2, 3 sequence. They keep the pair of 3s as well. It turns into a pawn of 3s. Will they drop the 5 and lock it in? No, they drop the 1. So they're still keeping flexibility here. They have the same option as the 1 did. They now are looking for a 4 of dots to make a 3, 4, 5, leaving the 3s behind. Or they can drop the 5 at their leisure, make the 3s a pawn. 2, 3, 3, 6, 8, 8. They got lots of good pair options. The 2 on the 3 does as much as the 5 does. And it picks up the 4, I guess. Or the 1. So they do rotate the 5 for the 2, looking for 1 and 4 now, instead of just the 4. Four comes in on the bamboo. 2, 3, 4 gets locked in place. You got 6, 8, 8, and 2, 3, 3 are active shapes. Looking for 7 or 8 in the bamboo. Or even 6. 6, 7, or 8 in the bamboo. And then 1, 4 in the dots. Would a 3 help in the dots? Would a 2 help in the dots? Yeah, 2 would help in the dots. 1, 4, 2 in the dots. No Yaku with a 1 of characters, so they discard or they decline stealing the 4 of dots from the left. And as dealer with 57,000 points in East only match, I think they're perfectly content playing it slow. No need to rush this one. Richie from the left, they push on the 1. Wasn't technically safe. It was pretty likely to be safe. It's a terminal. It was the last one in the game. They also drew the 4 of characters, so they can now score Tanyao. But 5-8 was the weight. The 5 comes out, gets Roan. And I think that's actually going to knock that player out. Oh, yeah. A Hanemon from the direct hit. They only had 4k. Poor kid. Anyways, that's going to be the end of this one. East 2-2 was the end of this East-only matchup. Coco, well done. You played pretty well. You got pretty lucky. Connie, you won when it counted the most. Love. I don't think that Dylan was like completely avoidable. You would have had to have like not opened as much. You really were left with very few options for safe discards after opening so far. And then Kaide, you fell behind and had to play hard and get roamed harder. But anyways, that's going to be it for this episode. Thanks everyone for watching. Let me know if you like this format better than the other one. We probably just mix it up every now and again. This would have been more interesting if we had gotten to see all 4 dealers' perspectives, but you know, these things happen. Anyways, that's it for me. I hope you have a good morning, a good afternoon, a good evening. Goodbye.